The billionaire came to propose. My stepsister dressed like a bride, but he chose me. I grew up in a house that wasn't really mine. After my mother passed away when I was 7, my only family was my sister and her husband. My sister, 3 years older, already had her own life. Her mother-in-law, my stepmother now, took me in, but love was never part of the package. You're part of the family now, but remember, you're still a guest. That line haunted me every day. I was invisible, a shadow in the house. Every morning, I woke before the sun. I cleaned the floors, cooked breakfast, ironed my sister's clothes, washed dishes, and made sure everything was perfect for the family that didn't want me. My sister slept in late, pampered like a princess, while I worked tirelessly, unseen. "Why can't you be more like her?" my stepmother would whisper once in a while. I never answered. I knew she didn't want my voice anyway. One evening, everything changed. My stepmother burst into the kitchen, her voice sharp and excited. "Prepare yourselves. A billionaire is visiting tomorrow. He's looking for a bride." My sister shrieked with excitement, dreaming aloud about lavish dresses, parties, and a future she thought she deserved. I was told exactly what I should do. "You'll stay in the kitchen. Don't embarrass us. You're just helping." I nodded silently. I was used to this. The next day, luxury cars arrived, gleaming under the sun. The entire neighborhood buzzed with curiosity. I watched from the kitchen window while scrubbing pots, my hands stiff and sore. My sister descended the stairs in a sparkling white dress, smiling wide and perfect. She thought this was her moment. Then he arrived, tall, commanding, yet calm. His eyes scanned the room, not the decorations, not my sister. They searched. "Where is the other girl?" he asked. My stepmother froze. "What other girl?" she said, forcing a smile. "The one who writes the letters, the one with the heart I've been searching for," he replied calmly. I nearly dropped the dish I was holding. Letters? Months ago, I had shared my pain and struggles on an anonymous website. I never imagined anyone important would notice. The room went silent. "She's in the kitchen," someone whispered. Every eye turned to me. My stomach churned. My hands shook. I wasn't ready, but my feet carried me forward. I entered the living room, wearing nothing fancy, just my simple clothes, hair messy, no makeup. My stepmother's smile faltered. My sister's mouth hung open. He didn't hesitate. He looked at me, really looked, as if he had been waiting for this moment his entire life. "I've been looking for you," he said softly. The air was thick with shock. My sister shouted, angry and humiliated, "This is ridiculous. She's just—" He raised a hand, calm and unshakable. "She's the woman I want to marry." He explained he had read my anonymous posts. He had been searching for someone real, someone kind, forgiving, strong. Not wealth, not beauty, character. Months of searching led him here, to the invisible girl in the kitchen, not the pampered daughter prepared for a wedding she didn't earn. "I don't want to rescue you. I want to build a life with you, only if you choose it," he added gently. For the first time, someone asked what I wanted, and for the first time, I cried tears that were mine, not tears of sadness, but of relief. "Yes," I whispered. Not for his money, not for status, but because he saw me. Within weeks, the wedding was set. Not the small, forced family affair my stepmother had imagined. No, this was grand, breathtaking. White roses everywhere, crystal chandeliers, orchestras playing as guests from around the world watched. I walked down the aisle, not as a servant or invisible girl, but as a bride, elegant, radiant, and finally seen. The billionaire waited, holding my hand, smiling as if he had been dreaming of this moment his entire life. "You belong here," he whispered as we exchanged vows. I did. For the first time, I felt it. After the wedding, my life completely changed. We lived in a stunning penthouse overlooking the city. No chores, no unpaid labor, no invisible existence. I didn't have to work. I woke up to breakfast delivered to my room. Private chefs, luxurious cars, shopping trips, all at my leisure. But wealth was not the highlight. It was the freedom to choose, to rest, to live without fear or judgment. I traveled, explored the world, learned new skills, and invested my energy into causes I cared about. My stepmother and sister, they were still in that house I once served, but I didn't hate them. I just didn't belong there anymore. I had been invisible, but now I shone. And the best part? He loved me for me, not for my beauty, not for appearances, not for the drama. He loved me for my heart. Sometimes life doesn't knock loudly. Sometimes it passes by the obvious people and quietly calls your name. The girl in the kitchen became the woman of a billionaire's heart. The invisible child finally lived a life of luxury, freedom, and respect. And the lesson? Stay true to yourself, because when destiny calls, it will be worth the wait. If you want to hear more real-life stories that touch the heart, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Your support helps me share more stories of courage, betrayal, and triumph. Thank you for watching.